How's it going over there?
Oh, it's going good.
Yeah?
Can't complain.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
God damn!
We're recording on Mother's Day, and this won't come out for like a whole other week. So, you know.
Would you like to hear my goddamn?
Of course I would.
Said I'm traveling across the goddamn country with 2 children.
You fucking are. And we just got back from CrimeCon, so I don't know how you have it in you to do it. Like,
I
I'm
don't.
still dead. Granted, I have COVID, but I mean, like, I can't imagine doing anything.
I don't want to. I don't want to do it at all. But it's
That
like,
sounds
you know, family obligation. I don't want to get
AKA
cut out of the
funeral?
will. AKA it's a funeral and I have to go.
You don't want to get cut out of the will. God damn.
Grandma would be pissed.
Grandma would be so pissed. I'm so glad you didn't catch COVID. That would have
Me
sucked.
too. Could you imagine? I'd be like, sorry,
No.
Grandma. Sorry about
Terrible
these
timing.
non-refundable fucking tickets.
Yeah. Terrible timing for us to go risk it all
I know,
for the
right?
biscuit. Yeah.
We risked it
Not
for the
very smart.
podcast.
Not very smart on our part.
No, in hindsight. But it was fun. It was worth it.
Are you fully prepared for your travels?
No, I am not prepared at all for any of my travels, but I mean, we're just going to fake it. You have my suitcase. That's how unprepared I am. I forgot you had my suitcase.
I thought I texted you about it like
did.
earlier. Okay.
You
and then
did.
I was like, wait, I don't remember her responding. Maybe I should remind her I have her suitcase. Because that would fucking suck. Like Wednesday night or whatever, the night before you're about to leave and you have to like fucking drive back over here.
Figure everything out. Yeah. No, you said that you had my suitcase, and I was like, cool. Like, what do I care? It's just a suitcase. I'll live. That's how many brain cells I lost.
That's funnier, actually. That you just totally forgot why you're like, okay, like I'll get it when I get it.
Yeah, like, why are you telling me? Is it taking up too much room in your house? I'm sorry. Just put
That
it
shit was in
outside.
my house for a couple days.
Yeah.
No. Like I was thinking ahead for you on your behalf.
That is smart. I appreciate that about you because I didn't. And it would have been a surprise
God.
on Tuesday night.
Oh God. What a mess. So what time's your flight though on Wednesday?
It's like 6 a.m.
Oh fuck. That's
something
miserable.
ridiculous. But it's a fucking 5-hour flight, or like 5.5 hours, or we have a hour-and-a-half layover. So it's like 7 hours of travel time, right?
Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
like going to Hawaii or some shit.
It literally is. It's the same distance.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so then once we get there, we have to rent a car and drive for 2 hours.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you just want me to watch the kids?
Right.
I think I'm watching your dogs, huh?
You are.
Yay!
Yeah. Actually, I was going to confirm that with you because you guys have fucking COVID. Are you okay
down.
with that?
Yeah, as long as you don't mind that I might give your dog COVID. I mean, I'm
Nah,
pretty
they'll
sure
be
they'll be
fine.
okay, but
Yeah. They lived in a house with it. They'll be all right.
yeah.
Just, I'll Febreze them or sanitize them or something before I get them home.
Yeah.
Febreze doesn't kill anything.
No, but it'll smell nice.
They will. Oh, they're so fresh.
Is this Hawaiian breeze?
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know, man. My daughter's 2 now. And the last time we traveled with her, she was about 1 probably. So she was a fucking nightmare.
Maybe it'll be easier.
I'm hoping it's going to be easier because now
Yeah.
she's much more distractible with like a phone and stuff.
Yeah.
So wish me luck. Pray for
Good
me.
luck. Let me know how it goes because I haven't traveled with my youngest since he was like an infant and we went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
That was right at the beginning of coronavirus.
That was silly.
That was so
Before
silly.
Hawaii shut down. Like, we're not doing this shit anymore.
Yeah. It was like I was in Hawaii reading memes about coronavirus.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
I'm much more under the like, we chose seats in the back right next to the bathroom. Like, it's going to
Yeah.
be fine. Sorry for everyone else. I
They'll
had
be
kids.
fine. Yeah.
I have to travel, though. So,
Yeah. So here we are. I think it's going to be fine up until you get the rental car. And then you're just going to be like, why the fuck are we not there yet?
Yep. But it's so pretty there.
Oh,
Like-
that'll be nice.
We have to remember this time that I have to drive because I can't navigate for fucking shit. I can follow your
God.
directions, but getting
Well,
out of Boston.
as long as you say them ahead enough.
You have
ahead
to
of
do that.
in time. You know what I mean?
In time. With enough warning.
Yeah, there you go.
Getting out of Boston is a fucking nightmare because it's like, oh, by the way, you're going to veer right a little bit, but also you're going to go over this bridge and there's 47 other like twisty turny little off ramps and shit.
Yeah.
And so Brandon's like, why don't you just look at the fucking map? And I'm like, because it's a maze. I have no fucking idea.
You're like, my brain
And there's
can't
a
compute that
roundabout.
quick enough.
Yeah, exactly. So he has to navigate and I'll drive and then he can get mad at me.
Oh, good. Then
okay,
he's in charge of the kids.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah. I would love when we were in the RV, I would love when I would take over driving because I'm like, well, now you're the slave runner.
Yeah, the snack
or
bitch.
slave. Yeah, snack bitch.
Yeah. Oh, they want a
Nonstop.
water again, even though they still have this water. Now that water's old.
And they just spilt that one all over the place.
They want Cheetos. What they had was Cheez-Its. It's not what they want anymore.
Not right. Not the right kind of cheese that they're looking for. By the way, now they're pissed that their fingers are orange, so you're going to have to spit on a napkin or something because I don't have any wet ones.
Because we ran out of wipes. Because this one used them all to clean up the water he spilled.
I've been in that car too.
Yeah. It's like we've all been on road trips. They're awful. But it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll
be great.
It's
Yeah.
green. There's fucking
great.
trees and shit. It'll be nice. It'll be great.
And then
Tell me it'll be great.
it's going to be great. And you come back like the 18th or some shit?
Yeah, 17th.
Like, when can I expect you back?
I will be back. You can see me on the 18th.
Okay. I can't
you're
wait. I miss
COVID
you
negative.
already. I know, right?
I know.
Oh, man.
I feel like I haven't seen you in 1,000 years.
I know. We spent like all fucking weekend together nonstop in each other's face. And then all of a sudden it's like fucking cut off cold turkey, man.
Cold turkey.
I don't
I
like
wasn't
it.
ready.
I wasn't ready either. I should have known. I thought
know.
I for sure was sealing our fate by sharing all of our drinks.
You're like, together.
Together.
We go down
forever.
together.
Ha.
It's good, though.
Yeah, it is good. It's fine. It's great.
Yeah.
Everything's great. So do you want to hear my goddamn?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, my goddamn should be that Lee has tested positive for COVID on today, and today is Mother's Day, and so that means that he's been sleeping all day, and I have been a single mom, even though I still have COVID and I'm still sick and I'm still really tired, but I'm potentially less contagious than him. So I have been the primary caregiver in this household. I feel like that should be my goddamn, but I figured I was sick of talking about COVID, so I'm gonna hit you with a second goddamn.
Okay.
So I like to brush my teeth in the shower. I don't know if other people like to do this, but I just feel like it cuts out a step, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then you don't get toothpaste all in the sink. It just fucking goes down. Yeah.
Just dribbles down your body.
You wash after.
Yeah, like you brush your teeth first. That's like one of the first things you do when you get in there.
Yeah.
Well, I shampoo, conditioner, let the conditioner sit, then I brush my teeth, if you need to know the exact rules.
It's like we're the same person.
Yeah. And so when you have retainers, you have to brush your retainers also. But I was told not to brush my retainer with toothpaste because I guess it's got like little tiny balls in it and it'll scratch up your retainer and it can fuck it up. So she said to like, there's like retainer washer stuff that's basically just like denture cleaner stuff that you can put it in. Or she said to use like hand soap. Like you could just use hand soap and put it on your toothbrush and brush your retainers with hand soap. So I've been doing that.
That sounds gross.
It's fine.
That sounds like you're going to have soap in your toothbrush. Are you like
Actually-
body wash? Retainer wash?
I feel like you are reading my mind. So usually I
You
brush
just
them.
rub them on your body with the soap.
Usually I brush my retainer in the sink. Like I have two different toothbrushes, not on purpose. It's just how it's worked out. Like the hand soap is by the sink. So I use that toothbrush to brush my retainer. And then I put him down in the little container and then I go take a shower and I brush my teeth in a shower. Well, this morning or fucking 5 minutes ago, because my hair is still wet from taking a shower, I was in the shower and I was like, oh, fuck. My retainer's still in. I'll just brush them in the shower. And so, of course, I don't have hand soap in the shower. I'll just use my fucking body wash. No big deal. Well, so I do that. Everything's going great until I pop them back in my mouth. And I recall, of course, I brush my teeth and then I pop them back in my mouth. And I recall that my body soap I use is like the Dove moisturizing body soap.
It's got like lotion in it.
It like choked me out. It like coated my whole tongue. I could feel it like going down my throat. You know, have you ever gotten conditioner in your mouth? like from washing your hair.
Yeah.
And like a little bit. It's like that. Like it tasted florally, like so bad. And then it was just coating my whole mouth. And now my mouth still kind of has like a little tinge of like when I breathe in, I feel like the air doesn't touch it.
It's like warm air. Like,
yeah. So I'm an idiot is basically what I was going to tell you. But also, if you're trying to wear my skin, you know I moisturize daily.
inside your mouth.
And inside my mouth. Inside out, baby. Inside out.
Inside out. It helps soak through your skin if you just ingest it.
Yeah, you might as well just swallow it.
Yeah.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
That's gross.
Yeah, super gross.
I use that same body wash.
Yeah, Costco. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
3-pack.
Yep. We'll never run out. So we have like
Never.
a fucking CVS in our house.
I know. Same with us. With certain things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, would you like to hear about some murder?
Of course I would.
Oh, good. Let me tell you. Here on episode 192,
Whoop, whoop.
I'm going to tell you about Enrique Roman Martinez.
Oh, Enrique Roman Martinez.
Enrique! So this is a military one, and it's centered around Fort Bragg.
All right. Where's that at? I'm dumb.
I wrote it down. It's one of the Carolinas.
Okay.
I think it's North Carolina.
Okay.
So I know a lot of shit has happened, like shady shit or whatever has happened around Fort Bragg.
Has there?
But we even talked to a mom of...
Oh! I feel like I haven't heard a lot about shady shit in Fort Bragg. Have I? And I'm just dumb and I don't remember because of COVID?
Yeah, you're dumb.
Good. I'm glad we established that.
Good to know. No, there's a lot of shady shit happening around Fort Bragg, like people murdered or missing or whatever, and it's, I guess, more common than other military bases.
Oh, that's not good.
So we talked to the mother of a soldier who had, I think he was dead in his barracks. He was found dead in his barracks for like 6 days or something, or he was in there for like 6 days. And so I want to cover that one, but I also did not have time to reach out to her before
Get all the
this
information.
fucking big trip and all that. So I was
That'll
like,
be
I'll
a
look
future episode.
Yep, that'll be a future one. But in the meantime, I was like, oh, fucking trying to look it up or, find something about it. And I came across this one, which is a fucking doozy.
Okay, let's hear it. That's shady as shit.
Real shady. So Enrique was from Chino, California. And since he was a kid, he always wanted to join the army. So he enlisted at 17 years old with permission from his mom. Like, that's how badly he knew that he wanted to be in the army. He wanted to be in the military. Like, that was his fucking life course, right?
That's fucking commitment.
Yeah. So by the time he was 21 years old, he was a paratrooper and a human resource specialist in the headquarters company, 37th Brigade Engineer Battalion, and the 2nd Brigade Combat Team in the 82nd Airborne Division.
Oh my God.
Said a lot of words.
He's busy.
He's busy. And he's doing really well. Like, that's fucking on point, right?
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. He's living his dream. He was going to fucking retire from the Navy or be discharged or whatever from the Navy after, like, I think it was 2 years or something, like, that he had left. Like, he was on the right course.
Was he in the Army or the Navy?
Sorry, Army. Did I just say Navy?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Sorry about it.
It's all good.
Obviously, I'm used to talking about one branch.
Yeah.
So he was stationed at Fort Bragg, which is in North Carolina. And then COVID hit. So the U.S. was put on a lockdown in March of 2020, right?
Yeah.
But as we all know, it's hard to keep anybody quarantined, and especially, a 21-year-old, right?
For sure. He was 21 when he accomplished all those things?
Yeah.
I thought you had said 30 or something.
He joined at 17.
Wow.
And he's 21. So obviously he wants to party. He wants to go out and have a good time. And COVID was new. And so I think a lot of us didn't really take it for
seriously.
what it was. Yeah. So on May 22nd, 2020, Enrique and a group of 7 other soldiers broke curfew and command, and they decided to go camping.
Okay. That's weird. I thought they were going to go party or something, but I guess everything's in lockdown, so.
Yeah, so they can't really do anything. So they're like, oh, the fucking beach is open. They're going to go camping on like an island at a beach thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
It looked fucking cool. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
I would have done that shit too.
Yeah. For sure. Later.
Yeah. So, for anyone who doesn't know, who was myself included, there are like barrier islands along the coast of North Carolina.
Oh.
So it's like a fucking the coast and then like a gap and then like a string of islands that does like an L shape or a backwards L shape, right?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And that's where they decided to go camp, which sounds super fun. They went to Cape Lookout National Seashore.
Now, are they like basically there's no infrastructure on the little islands or anything like that? I have never heard of them either because I'm American.
I don't know if there's like infrastructure or anything, but there are like park rangers. Like it's a national whatever park, forest, but not a forest, beach area. You know, there's like sand dunes and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That sounds bitchin'.
Yeah. And the first night they stayed there, it was pouring rain. And according to his buddies that he was camping with, at some point in the night, Enrique wandered off.
Okay.
And
he had to poop.
Maybe. It's suspicious, though.
Okay.
So I'll lead you there. I'll get you there. Don't worry.
Okay.
So according to them, when he didn't come back by the morning, they spent all day looking for him. And they claimed they looked for a park ranger or someone of authority so that they could report him missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the time 7:30 p.m. rolled around, one of the other soldiers, who was Alex Becerra, finally called 911 to report Enrique missing because now he's been gone all night and all day until like the next evening, right? Mm-hmm. He stated that they had been looking for him all day. He said, quote, "We were trying to find a park ranger or their offices or anything." And Alex also mentioned that the group was concerned because Enrique had suicidal tendencies.
Uh-oh.
So they're afraid that he may have tried to harm himself.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Tell me the thing.
A park ranger approached them in the early afternoon that day, and they had been approached, I guess, to move their vehicles. They were too close to the sand dunes or something, and no one said anything to the park ranger. Like, hey, by the way, we got a friend.
So they're lying.
Yeah. Or at least admitting, right? No one said anything, and now they're like, oh, we were looking for a park ranger the whole time. And the park ranger is like, well, I found you.
Yeah, you weren't looking for me, bitch.
Yeah.
I came to you. Uh-oh. Okay. These assholes.
So now it's a little shady, right?
Okay.
Like,
all of them, though? Damn.
All of them, yeah. All of them together. I don't know if they collectively agreed or just a couple of them talked to the park rangers. I'm not entirely sure on that situation. But another thing to know is if you're afraid that your friend is suicidal and then they walk off in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the pouring rain, like, nothing good is going to come from that, you know?
For sure. No way. And you got to like sit up and be like, yo, man, you cool? And then it'll be like,
are we good? Are you just going to poop? Like,
and it was raining. You would hold your poop.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, I don't know, go with a buddy. Like, just in case.
Hold my hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys don't have to sit on the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at each other in the eyes. So either way, Enrique's sister was also like, abso-fucking-lutely not. He's not suicidal. He was a hippie. He was almost finished with his time in the army. He was going to go travel. Like, he had plans to go to college. He wasn't suicidal. He was a friendly guy, a happy guy, which I know that doesn't mean that you're not suicidal. But in this instance, she was like that. He had
no
plans.
Way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's his sister. She knows.
For sure. So that's interesting, though, that they're right away. We're like, he's suicidal.
Yeah, you're coming up with like reasons or excuses or something for like to pass kind of blame.
That would be, and if they're saying it like that, that would be somebody who is really obviously like suicidal or something. That wouldn't be like he's been having a rough day, maybe.
Yeah. Like if you went missing, I wouldn't be like, well, she had suicidal tendencies because one time she made a joke about taking a bath with a toaster. Like,
yeah, exactly.
No.
Okay.
So some more suspicious circumstances are when Enrique allegedly meandered off, right? Mm-hmm. He had left behind his wallet, his phone, and his glasses.
Oh.
And he was like blind without his glasses.
Okay.
So
he didn't wander off.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like he wandered off. Even if you're going to go poop, you're going to take your glasses so you can be like, did I wipe all the way? I don't know. Like,
is that shit like a marker? Rock? Yeah.
Yeah. It's real sketchy.
Real sketchy.
So a search was formed. I believe it was 3 days after he was reported missing.
Oh my God. 3?
He was missing for an entire day. And then 3 more days. So 4 days he's been gone.
Holy
and
shit.
a night, you know?
Oh my gosh. And like okay, so before they filed a missing persons case though, like what is the Army doing? Are they just like, where the fuck is Enrique?
So the Army was actually given jurisdiction over the case. Like the police were like, cool, you got this. And the Army was like, we're going to deal with it. And that is a big,
Okay.
I guess, discrepancy in all of this, or like a point of contention in all of this, because the family, spoiler alert, he's not found alive.
Yeah.
So the family is like, what the fuck, man? Like, we want answers. We want something. Like, get more eyes on this. I'll go into it later. But the Army is like, yeah, we're doing it. We're taking care of it.
We're on it. Okay, here's the thing though. So you know I love a good conspiracy theory. Mm-hmm. And we know I love aliens and all that kind of shit. But I keep telling you this, but I need to tell the rest of the world too. You've got to watch Invisible Pilot, because I feel like it has changed my perspective on things, because we cover this shit and we're like, that's really shady. Police are doing a shit job, or that's really shady. The military's just brushing it under the rug. And there's always this little part of you that's just like, that's what happens when you get shitty people to do a job. But I think it's bigger than that. Like, I think that, like, I really believe in some of these fucking conspiracy theories that I'm starting to hear and spew. And it's because of this documentary, Invisible Pilot. You have got to watch it. Everybody listening has to watch it too.
Okay. Well, I promise I will. What's it on?
HBO, I think.
Okay. I have HBO. We're good. I was like, I can't promise too hard.
But that just makes me think in this case, like, you know, my brain's already wandering and going crazy. Like, what is it that they had to, you know, off him for? Or like, why is the military covering, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Which
And he
maybe they're
sounds
not
like-
covering, but maybe
No.
they are, right?
No, they are. But it sounds like he was up in a pretty high position too. So maybe he seen something or heard something he wasn't supposed to.
So that's interesting that you say that. There was nothing really about that in the articles or anything, but he did work in HR.
Okay.
So maybe if someone high up is getting complaints about themselves for like anything, sexual assault, whatever, like anything, maybe he heard about it or knew about it and they were like, you need to cover that shit up. And he was like, not going to do that because I'm a good person. Maybe. I'm completely wildly speculating on that.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you go on. I'll get off my soapbox.
I will watch it though. I promise. Maybe tonight if I can finish editing.
Everybody
I still
else better
have
watch
to
that shit
edit
too.
the episode that comes out today.
We're on
And
it. We're
it's
on it, guys.
Nighttime. So, okay. So a search is formed 3 days after he's reported missing, which seems like a really long time to wait to search for someone who can't see and is allegedly suicidal, right? Like, maybe put a little urgency on it, but
Yeah.
I
Maybe
digress.
act a little quicker.
Yeah, in the pouring rain, without their fucking wallet, ID, all these things. Fine.
How big is this island?
It's pretty big. Like,
Okay.
it spans the coastline.
Oh, okay.
Don't know how far that is in, like, miles, but
It's big. It's not like a
yeah.
little
it's like a skinny little island, but it's, like, long.
Okay.
Okay. So we just talked about it, but apparently there were some jurisdiction discrepancies. Mm-hmm. So the Army was assigned to the case to investigate, and I'm assuming it's because it was all their soldiers involved and, like, no civilians. And so it's like, this is an internal affair, right?
Yeah. We'll handle this from here.
Yeah. But it happened, like, 3.5 hours from the base. So I feel like the local police should have been a little bit more involved. Yeah.
I don't know
But they
how that
weren't.
works. Yeah.
And the FBI was basically like, the Army has it under control. Like, you're good. Don't worry about it, right?
Yeah.
So then, after almost a week of not coming up with Enrique or any clues to his whereabouts or anything, his head washed ashore.
What? His head?
Just his head. Just his head.
What?
Yeah.
I bet they weren't expecting that.
Right?
What?
That seems like a loose end. So,
Yeah, that's like a major loose end.
yeah,
Might want to tie that one up.
it's pretty identifiable.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So they do an autopsy, or, as much as they can of one with just a
Yeah.
head. And there was evidence of multiple chop injuries to the head.
Jesus.
And his jaw was broken in at least 2 places.
Oh my God.
Now, since they have his head and nothing else, they can't determine, like, definitively what his cause of death was. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously decapitation will kill you.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty high up there.
Yeah, he could have been shot in the body or something and then decapitated after to dispose of the body.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
know.
that makes sense.
But
So they can't tell if the cuts or the chops were
no,
post-mortem?
I guess. I mean, he'd been in the water for a week at that point. Actually, I don't know if he was in the water for a week.
That
but
shit washes off?
yeah, he was found a week later, so I don't know how long you have to wait to find out or
Yeah.
how long you have to. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say.
No, I totally get you. Like, maybe it washes away. Maybe it doesn't. We don't know.
Yeah,
Fucking-
yeah. Or like maybe you just can't tell. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they did decide that it was definitely homicide, though.
Okay, well, that's good.
This shit was
That's
intentional.
good.
He doesn't have a head.
Could you imagine?
Okay, wait. Well, here's why I say it that way. Because there was only one article that was brought up that was like, it was kind of similar to like if you were chopped up by a boat propeller.
What? So, like, his head, yeah. Has there ever been in the history of boat propellers a head being chopped off on accident?
Now, I don't know, but the rest of his body might have also been cut up, and we don't know. We don't see that. I just think it's worth
dumb.
mentioning.
That's dumb. Yeah.
It's dumb, but it's worth mentioning.
Okay.
As soon as they said that, I was like, did they test if it was a boat propeller? Is it the fucking same size as one? Like, or do they come in different sizes?
That's so dumb. Was he a good swimmer? Like, I feel like he's good at all these other things. Maybe
He
swimming
didn't
was
have
not.
glasses on.
Yeah,
I don't know why you need glasses
Yeah,
to swim.
you keep your head above water.
Is that a boat? Sorry, I'm such an asshole.
Me too. It's okay. It's how we get through it.
I know. Okay, so it is a homicide.
Yeah,
Probably not by boat propeller.
but likely not.
Likely not. So the 7 other soldiers that were with him when he went camping, they're all questioned, right?
Yeah,
And all their stories are a little inconsistent
because they're lying. Mm-hmm.
because they're lying.
Yeah.
So there's the obvious bit about them looking for a park ranger and finding one and
Yeah.
then not telling him, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah. That doesn't line
that's
up.
a really big one.
Yeah.
And then there seemed to be some lying by omission. I guess a few of them tried to say that they went on a ferry at 3 a.m. on an unknown date.
Okay.
And they tried to just like omit the fact that Enrique was with them. So they're like, oh yeah, me, Beth, and fucking this guy went out there, and just wouldn't mention him. Or if they were asked like, what were you doing that morning? And they'd be like, oh, he was sleeping, he was fishing, he was watching him fish, and he was doing this other thing. And then just no mention of Enrique, right?
Yeah.
It's just shady. It's just
That's
shady.
weird. So wait, this ferry thing, are they saying it happened during their camping trip?
Yeah, I guess there's a ferry that takes you out to the island or like back and forth there.
Yeah.
But there's also no record of them being on the ferry.
Do they take record of that?
I think you have to get a ticket,
Oh, okay.
like usually. I don't know for a fact if you do there, but I think normally you would have to buy a thing or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
At least every ferry I've ever been on. They're
Yeah.
like, write your name in the guest book.
If I had a nickel for every ferry I've been in.
I'd have 1 nickel. So I'm not sure, and it all gets kind of muddy because there's an obvious lack of response time from the army, right?
Yeah.
And in questioning their only witnesses, they waited a week.
Jesus.
Like, you could have gotten together, you could have talked about it, or been like, and then we'll say
sooner.
we went on a ferry.
Yeah, like there was enough time for them to try to put together a story that lines
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. And the witnesses
suspects.
were eventually told not to contact each other,
Oh, okay.
but that was violated multiple times.
Yeah. They also were told not to go out camping.
Yeah. So the army did attempt to search the surrounding area where Enrique's head washed ashore, but that wasn't until almost 7 months later.
After his head washed ashore? Mm-hmm. Why did they wait so long?
Because it's, I would say, the army, but I don't want them to come for me.
What the fuck? 7 months
I don't
later?
know. They dropped the fucking ball.
Are you kidding?
Someone-
They didn't even try to catch it.
They didn't. They weren't even on the court. They were
What the
like, well,
fuck?
fuck, we were almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah. His head washed ashore, and they were like, We should check this out. Pencil that in.
Like, what the fuck were they
we're
like?
Be at war.
Yeah, they're like, I'm really busy. Whenever I get a slow day, I'll go check that shit out.
Yeah, or like, I don't know, we'll wait till COVID ends.
What the
Because this is just in May, so this is only 2 months after COVID started in the
Yeah,
US.
but like, come on. You're searching a body of water for a body. You don't need to be around a bunch of
Literally.
other people. You don't need to worry about COVID.
You don't think you could put a fucking hustle on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially it's someone that you're responsible for.
Right?
Like, people send their kids to the military to be like, good luck, become a man or woman or whatever. Like, become an adult, fucking raise my kid, give him a future.
Yeah.
I feel like the Army is responsible for that person.
That's so sad. I feel bad for his parents and his family.
I feel awful for his parents and his sister.
Ugh. It's terrible.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. So 7 months later, they search and they found some items that I guess they deemed worth analyzing, but they don't find his body.
They find something? Wow. Imagine if you had searched way sooner.
Right? You think there might have been more fucking evidence?
Oh my God.
So nothing had any traces of blood, DNA, or other evidence on them, right?
Yeah. Do you know what those items were? I'm guessing not. Like, were they
No.
clothing or something?
I would assume it's like clothing or masks now or something like that. Like,
yeah.
But nothing that traced back to him.
Okay.
So essentially, they waited 7 months and found absolutely nothing.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Army.
Yeah. Way to do your job.
Oh my gosh.
So, as for the other 7 soldiers who were with Enrique, they were literally just charged, I believe, in April of this year, which is just last month,
Yeah.
with
What?
conspiracy and failure to obey a direct order or regulation related to travel during a travel ban. Carl
That's
just barked
what they
raw.
got in trouble for?
Yeah. They were like, it was
And
COVID
they
and we
just got
told
in
you
trouble
not
for
to
it?
go anywhere.
Oh my God. That
Just.
is so
2 years later.
dumb.
Yeah.
Are they like higher ranking people in the Army? His friends?
I want to say they were all roughly around his age,
So
which is like
probably not.
21-ish. So I don't think they were like, lifers yet or anything, which doesn't mean that they're not higher ranking. But to me, it doesn't seem like they're the
Yeah.
people in charge,
Well, what would be the motive?
I don't know. He slept with one of their girlfriends. He hit
Oh.
on someone.
Oh.
Like, one of the soldiers was a chick. At least one. I don't know if the other ones were or anything, but then it's like dudes. So I'm guessing it's like some petty bullshit. Like,
and they chopped his head off? Or do you think that they threw him in the water and his head got chopped off by the boat propeller?
see, that's why I don't know. But they're fucking shady. So there's nothing that proves that they murdered him.
Yeah.
But he walked away. They all lied. They lied multiple times. And
They did something to him. They murdered him.
I feel like they know something. They
But
know
that would
more
be
than
a
what they're saying.
lot to chop somebody up on a camping trip.
Like a lot of drama or something.
A lot of work, a lot of cover up. I guess not.
Oh,
Like you could just
yeah,
kick the sand over the blood or something. I don't know.
Well, that's kind of why the boat thing was like, I don't know, like feasible to me.
Yeah, like maybe
Because-
if he had been thrown in and they only found his head, but they said there were multiple chops to the neck.
Yeah.
That's like very
Multiple chops to the neck,
precise.
and his jaw was broken in 2 places.
See that like multiple chops to the neck seems very precise for like a propeller. You'd think it'd get hit once or something and then like
So
Be
let
done.
me see if I said it was just the neck or if it was the neck and head. Because now I don't remember, of course.
that's crazy. And then his jaw was broken.
It says to the head.
Okay.
Evidence of multiple chop injuries to the head.
Hmm.
But all they found was his head.
Yeah.
It's not like they found like his neck here and they were
My
like,
God.
"This is precise."
Can you imagine being on a boat, like on vacation, and you get a fucking head stuck in your propeller? It's like that skin suit story. Or like this
It
chick's
is.
skin got stuck in the propeller. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It's fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking that this poor kid, I mean, he's 21, but he is a kid, died, and all of his friends who he's going to go out and break fucking COVID with and go camping with, obviously he likes these people.
Yeah.
Like, why are they hiding?
Yeah,
what are
what
they
is
hiding?
going on? Well, what if
They
maybe
know something.
Yeah. I was going to say, what if maybe they are being told they have to cover for something too?
It could be.
Or
like
else-
from higher ups on them because Fort Bragg doesn't want to look worse.
I don't know, man. That's weird. That's
Yeah.
shady.
So They're charged with conspiracy and failure to obey a fucking travel ban, right?
Yeah.
I believe 3 of them were also charged with some kind of drug use because they admitted to using LSD while out on this trip.
Oh, well, that feels like it's explaining some things. Did they take like a bad trip?
It could have been. Could have been. Probably should have mentioned that when you were like, what would be the motive? Maybe they were tripping. Like, literally. I don't know. Anything. Maybe he slept with his girlfriend. Such an asshole.
That's funny.
Yeah. So this case is still open.
Wow.
But it was moved to a cold case in November of 2021 until someone comes forward with more information.
Nobody's going to come forward with more information willingly.
Well, there's a $50,000 reward for tips leading to an arrest.
Okay.
If you or anyone you know has any information regarding Enrique's death, contact Army Special Agents because, again, they're still on the case. Like, they don't have anyone else looking into this. And now the Army is like, we're done looking until
Oh my God.
someone does our job for us.
Oh my gosh, this poor family.
Yep. So Enrique's family is rightfully pissed.
Yeah.
And they're pissed that it's taken this long. They're pissed that it's taken this long to get any kind of information. And they believe that the delays that the Army caused may have hindered the outcome of the case.
Oh, you think?
Like,
yeah.
you
Yeah. Yeah.
You sure?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
pretty sure that's a primary issue here.
Yeah. That's it. That's all we know. His head washed ashore, and his family has no fucking answers.
Oh my
His family doesn't know what happened to their brother, to their son, not their daughter, to their son. And the people that were there can't tell them anything or won't tell them anything.
Wow. How long were they camping for? Was it just once? Oh, like one night?
I want to say that they went out on the 22nd, and that's when he went missing. So it was like just that day or that
Jesus.
evening, and then the next day. I don't know how long the trip was supposed to be for.
Yeah.
But then the next day is when they reported him missing.
Wow. Did they have anything with them, like a hatchet or anything like for camping purposes?
What do you mean for camping purposes? Like something that could
Well,
have done that?
Well, yeah, like, you know, you might bring a hatchet or something so you could chop firewood.
Well, nobody looked at that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nobody looked at that until his head washed ashore a week later.
But could we be like, hey, guys, can I see your
Can you show us your camping setup?
Yeah. Like, I have some questions.
Yeah, we could, but they're not going to say anything.
I have some questions. I'd like to run some luminol testing.
Yeah, I got some fucking questions too. Like, what did you trip about? You know? Like,
yeah.
Was it a good one? Was it fucking fairies and sunshine? Or were we talking like boat propellers here?
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
so sad. What the fuck?
It's really sad. It's really sad. And it's one of many unexplained deaths at Fort Bragg.
Something's going on there. So I'm going to get
so
to the bottom of
too.
this right after
I
I
am
solve all these
too.
other murders that I'm addicted to solving.
Yeah, I'm basically a detective.
Yeah.
So.
What the fuck? My shirt
Yeah.
says stay at home detective. I got it. I've got it.
So we need to get on this.
Yeah.
I don't think searches are going to really help anymore. I feel like those 7 people.
Yeah. It's
have
going to be
answers. Like,
somebody
they-
close to them, like if they confide in them or something. Yeah.
So I think what the Army, I don't know if it's the Army, but I think what they're suggesting, or one article that I read was suggesting, is that charging them with these other things could put pressure on them to like turn on each other.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Okay. So the army is like, yeah, we know you're covering some shit up. So,
Yeah.
but why'd they wait so long to get him for something that they could have got him for instantly, you know?
Instantly. Yeah. Like before they even found the head, they should have been like, hey, you guys weren't supposed to fucking go out there.
Yeah. You fucking knew that. And now look what
But
happened.
maybe they didn't know that there was a crime, and maybe the Army was like, if we charged everyone that left, like, are you really going to make an example of these people before you know whether or not there was a crime? Like,
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's stupid. It's
after
like
you find the
picking
head,
and
you could
choosing
be
your.
like-
Yeah. It's like picking and choosing your battles as a mom when you're like, I told you no more fucking Cheez-Its. But You're
Exactly.
being quiet, so I'm going to let you eat those goddamn Cheez-Its.
just going to pretend I didn't see it, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. So the Army is like the mom right now.
Yeah. Like, I don't fucking want to actually do anything.
Yeah. God, if they had to track down everyone.
Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fucked up.
Yeah. It's just fucked up. Like, the daughter has done interviews with, like, Rolling Stone and stuff. I think that, like, she just wants to know what happened to her brother.
For sure. Oh, my gosh.
It's so sad.
That's really sad. And you stumbled on it, like, looking for another case from CrimeCon?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, I want to, like, open a tab so that I remember that one and, like, get back to it. And I searched for Fort Bragg murder or
and there's
Fort Bragg, like, body.
Ton of them.
Yeah, and it was fucking pages. And I was like, I guess I'm going to have to wait to get, like, that lady's information
Details.
back from you.
Yeah. I got
it. In the meantime, we'll go down this list.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, and that lady's story is crazy too. So there's definitely something going on.
There is. Or it's just like fucking negligence.
Yeah.
Like
at the bare minimum.
Way,
yeah. At the bare minimum.
Maybe don't send your kids to Fort Bragg.
Yeah. Pick a different one. I don't think you get to pick.
Yeah. I don't think you do either.
But you know,
like Army, and they're like, we need you over here where nobody wants to go because people keep ending up murdered.
Oh my God, how scary.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want to check out pictures pertaining to Erin's case, go to isgdpodcast.com. And while you're there, join our fucking Patreon because it's awesome and it's great. And you get extra shit. And we're going to mail stickers out. We actually figured that out. I set it up to like do something next Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're a Patreon, make sure that you have your address in there.
Yeah.
I think
it's going to prompt you on Monday to ask you to fill it in or something.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We totally know what we're doing here, but
totally.
You can also join us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and TikTok. And our handle is at ISGD Podcast. Come join the goddamn pod group on Facebook. It's a lot of fun, and we send each other memes. It's great. We want you there. Also, you can email us at isgdpodcast@gmail.com, or you can snail mail us at
P.O. Box 2764, Spring Valley, California, 91979.
And that is all, folks.
Bye!
Okay, bye, guys!